realized, from my teaching was everything comes down to mindset. If you're sitting here today and you're thinking, yeah, this all sounds great, but, I've tried that before, or I've never done this again, or I can't do that. Well, you're right, you can't. So really the first step to changing your life with anything you're going to do is believing in yourself. And until you do that, nothing's going to change. If you want to get somewhere you've never been, you have to do something you've never done. And that's what I did with this, is I woke up every day and I knew I was bringing 2 to 3 people into the business that day. There was no way around it. It doesn't mean I was, twisting people's arms, but I was planting seeds everywhere. And I was helping people out, whether it was 7K related or not. And, the universe, the law of attraction, I believe is 100% totally real. So I think everyone on this call tonight, depending on where you're at, I know these are crazy times. And to me, I think that's what's allowed me to do this, is because people are hungry for something that's real. Everyone knows now, the money printing isn't sustainable. They're talking now about paying people to just stay at home. Well, we can start doing that now. We don't have to wait for someone to come and save us. We have the best system, the best business I've ever seen in my life. So as this started just going and growing like wildfire, within a month, I realized wow, this is bigger than me. I mean, this is huge. I think we had 1,000 people in the first month. So, I said, well, what is it? What is it that got me here? What is it that got our team here? And I came up with the word MUM, M-U-M-M. And that stands for Mindset, Uplift, Manifest, Momentum. And that's, when I teach my team and we have trainings, or we're just dealing with other people of how to help them, that's what I keep in my head, is it starts with your mindset, and then it starts with helping other people. And the world needs lots of help right now. And, when you go to people and you try to talk to them about this amazing company, they might not be ready for it. They might be busy. They might be dealing with their own self-doubt. Who knows what's going on? They're scared. The division and fear is driving everything we see in the media. But you have to, have patience and seek ways to help them. And I think 7K, from having spent time with, our great visionary founder, Roger Ball, that's what they're about. They're about changing the world one family at a time. I've been huge into gold and silver for a long time. I'm big into politics, and I really feel that the inflation created by the banks, by the governments, keeps us poor. We keep working more and more and getting less and less. And I've known this for decades, but I never had a solution. I never had a vehicle I could tell somebody, listen, dedicate some time to this. You can't fail. You can't lose. You're going to be, taking declining debt dollars into real sound assets. So, whether or not you have some success with bringing other people into the business, there's no way to lose. But again, it comes down to your mindset. Is if you believe that you're going to do this, then you're going to do it. And I know that seems simple and you might not believe me, and I don't blame you. 2 years ago, most of what I say now, I would have thought I was crazy too. Until you do it, until you see it for your own eyes, I understand it's hard to see it. I just had an amazing team. I surrounded myself with people I wanted to work with, people that were hungry, people that had the same, motivation and vision of helping others. And when you do that, there's nothing that can stop you. Especially now when we're basically being forced to be online. My school is not in person anymore. You can't really go out and do anything. So why not surround yourself with a bunch of people who are making $1,000, a week, and helping others get real sound money during this crazy time? I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. And so as I just continue to help more people, next thing I know, I'm silver. I thought I could take a break. We just kept growing, and I'm like, well, I guess I got to go to gold. And then I was like, okay, I can relax now, just help the team, slow down. But we just kept growing. I was like, well, I guess I got to go to executive gold now. So that's where I'm today, and it's really surreal. I went to the 7K Fall Conference 2 weeks ago or so, And it was like I was home. Like I had been there forever. I got Uncle Tony and Uncle Ron who are always there to help me, give me advice. And I got to meet all the owners. I mean, these guys are as genuine as it gets. And, Ricardo and I, my other teammate, we just came away of like just people of integrity. Like they are so real and passionate about helping people. And you never know until you kind of really meet, like these big owners. I know they're millionaires, some are billionaires. I mean, I would have thought they made $50,000 a year. Like they had that type of down home mentality, which is probably helps being in Idaho, right? You got to stay pretty grounded when you live in Idaho. But I've just been truly blessed. I've never seen or experienced anything like this company. And my days of teaching are very limited, teaching in the public school. I'll be taking it basically just to the private sector here shortly, hopefully at the semester break. And 7K is the vehicle that made that possible. Now I can teach what I want when it comes to financial literacy and mindset, and I don't have to depend on a job. I don't have to depend on a paycheck or, other people telling me what to do. I can now truly follow my passions thanks to 7K. So, Tony, was that too long, too short, or just right?
Just right, my brother. Just right, man.
So I could go another 20 minutes, but, we got to start getting people signed up tonight.
Hats off to you, my brother. I always enjoy hearing your testimony because you are genuine. You're the real deal. And because of your humility and because you're focusing on helping other folk become successful, you've obviously adopted one of my mentors, Mr. Zig Ziglar, who said you can have everything you want out of life if you simply help enough other people get what they want out of life. You've done that. You've done that personified. So hats off to you, my brother. Congratulations on your success and no doubt future success here at 7K Metals. And that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we can do the Q&A. I mean, just ask yourself the question, how would it feel to know you had control of your financial future? I know for a fact an extra $500 to $1,000 would have stopped most bankruptcies last year alone. And I want you to imagine for maybe the first time in your life to be in a position where you have time and money together. So do me a favor tonight, grab yourself a membership and join us on this journey to go out there and change the world. Because right now, ladies and gentlemen, the ball is in your court, and it all boils down to you just making a decision. And I think Dr. Benjamin Mays said it best. He said, I only have a minute, and that's only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it. I didn't seek it, nor did I choose it. But you know what? It's up to me to use it. I'm going to suffer if I abuse it, give an account if I lose it. It's a tiny little minute, but an eternity is in it. Just make a decision, ladies and gentlemen. Here's what I know to be true. No decision has always been a decision. Every time I share the information, there's always two types of individuals dialing into a Zoom like this. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You're on here tonight. Person number one, say, you know what? I like what I hear. Really not into the networking piece, but I've been looking for a place to buy gold and silver. If I'm going to get it, might as well get it at the best price. I say great. Make sure you get back with the person that invited you to the Zoom. Let's show you how you simply have to sign up. You, my friend, can start buying gold and silver on your own free site starting tonight and take advantage of the Black Friday sale tomorrow. Person number two, you like I was. When I found out not only could I buy the precious metals at member direct pricing, I could earn income and help others do the same. This quickly became a no-brainer to me. You see, being a student of the industry, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I knew to be true. There are thousands of companies out there in the networking space. And guess what? They all make money, but they don't all necessarily make sense. And here's what I mean by that. You see, it never made sense to me to pay 3 to 5 times the price for a product or a service. I could literally go to Walmart, get the exact same thing for a fraction of the cost. That never made sense to me. But it always made sense owning a tangible asset. You're talking gold and silver, real money, sound money in your mailbox every month at member direct pricing and earning commissions on top of that. That always made sense to me. So if you're on the Zoom tonight and if what you've heard so far just makes sense, make sure you get back with the person that invited you to the Zoom. Let's show you how you can come on board and like myself, like Mr. Mike Park, earn your first 500, 1,000, up to 2,000 in your first 7 days. Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. When you look at all the amenities that are on the table, the fact that our product is not as good as gold, it's literally silver and gold. And getting paid now up to $12,500 on a weekly basis, 7K Metals, we are the best kept secret in the networking space. But a year from now, 2 years from now, this company, 7K Metals, will be your household name. So make sure you get back with the person that invited you to the Zoom. And always remember, life is not about waiting for the rain to stop. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. God bless. Now we're going to open up the floor for the Q&A. I see we have the young L raised their hand. So, Christine, if you go ahead and unmute them, we'll go ahead and entertain that first question.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. Very powerful. Thank you, Tony, and thank you, Mike Thorpe. We're so glad that you're here. So, yes, we will. I'm going to go ahead and unmute you and bring you over. Let's see. With that, we have quite a few that are here today. We're so excited everybody's here, and thank you so much. So he's on his way over. So Young, if you can unmute yourself, please.
Hi.
How's it going, Young?
Good. I have a question about how does 7K Metals make money? Is it like a recruit base, or is it a website that if you go on the website, do you have to sign up, buy something, then sell it to people?
Excellent question, Young. There's two ways, okay? The company pays your commission by signing up members that they'll give you points for that. And when you or someone on your team buys collectible coins, your points and those points will turn into dollars. So most of the people sign up just to buy the gold and silver, okay? But there are those, now it's thousands that not only are they stacking gold and silver every month, they're building a team, they're building a network, and the company will pay you accordingly. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and what's the website?
The website is 7kmetals.com. And who invited you, Young, to the presentation?
I think it was Joseph.
Okay, all right. So you want to get back with Joseph? That Joseph Latin?
Yes.
Okay, get back with Joseph Latin, and he'll help you get started. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else? I appreciate your question, Young.
Now, Mike Thorpe, thank you for staying with us today. We have any questions for any of us? We have, we'll bring Ray Patterson on in a little bit. We have Mike Thorpe here with us, Ron Austin, and Tony Hubbard. So if there's any questions about Sound Wealth Nation, about 7K, about our presentation in the quick start, Mike Thorpe is the example of how this program works so well. So what Ron Austin has done with Sound Wealth Nation is to take this and have everybody share with this and have this program too. So that's very generous of that. We sure appreciate his leadership. And as the example with Mike Thorpe's leadership along with Tony Hubbard. While we're waiting for questions, this is a wonderful time to be asking right from the source, the very best in the entire world of 7K. And it's quite exciting to have these great leaders here with us right now. So type it in the Q&A and or type it in the chat, but the Q&A would be best. If it's more than 3 sentences, just raise your hand and I'll make sure to get you moved over. Right now I'm going to bring Ray Patterson. He's our chartered financial analyst. He's for Sound Wealth Nation. He's the expert with gold and silver as well as with the Federal Reserve. He actually is on the round table with Robert Kiyosaki, Jim Rickard, and Mike Maloney. So we definitely appreciate his wisdom in helping us with that. So with that, Ray, we want to welcome you to tonight, and we'll bring you on, and then we'll start entertaining questions. Thank you, Ray.
Excuse me. Good evening, everyone, and happy Thanksgiving. And Mike, great to see you, bud.
Hey, what's up, my man? I was wondering if you'd be on here.
Oh yeah, how you doing, my friend?
Doing really well. God just keeps blessing, and we're about to take it to the next level next week. Got some big things coming down the chute for my team, so it should be exciting.
That is excellent, and I love that four-letter acronym you got, MOM. That's extremely powerful and makes a whole lot of sense. Real quick, I think it was last night. We got a couple of contests going here, and one of the contests that we're going to be announcing a winner, hopefully tomorrow night. I asked the question, how much does it cost to produce a 1 ounce of silver? Okay, and I told you, go research it, go do whatever you got to do. I'm going to add a little bit to that tonight. Do not count Mexico in that equation. Mexico produces more silver for the U.S. Mint right now than anywhere else on the planet. And Mexico, what increases the cost of silver coming out of Mexico are the taxes that the country of Mexico puts on to the silver miners down there. So just kind of keep that, in the back of your head. We can do that. You can guess that too, but I wanted you to guess what it costs to mine, and it's what's called the all-in cost. That's everything A through Z, what it costs on average for all of the mining companies, that those 10 companies that we buy from in the mint, what it costs for an ounce of silver to produce it. So that's the magic question, and the winner of that tomorrow night is going to get a numismatic collectible coin out of my private collection that is worth at least if not $225 based on present market value. So just wanted to reemphasize that from last night, and looking forward to giving that bad boy away tomorrow night. Thanks a lot. Back to you.
Thank you, Ray. We have a couple that have raised their hands. We're going to go ahead and bring Don Costello on, and then we'll bring Michael Jensen on. Don, just go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hey, I wanted to give a shout out to Michael. What you have done is really, really awesome. And it's not only going to help you, but it's helping so many other people. Many that you'll never even know about will benefit from the testimony you gave tonight. But I do wish you would repeat the acronym that you mentioned, the 4-letter acronym, and what it stands for.
Sure. I think I saw your question in the chat and I put it in there, but I'm happy to talk about it again. This book here, maybe some people don't believe in like mindset changing things. So this is a book by Carol Dweck from Stanford called Mindset. And when I gave my talk at 7K, I talked about how when they started teaching us this in school, like they taught the teachers, all the teachers made fun of it, right? I was a basketball coach, kind of like the jock, big macho, masculine teachers that I hung around with, they all laughed at it. Like, oh, this is stupid. This is that psychology stuff. And I thought the same way. I made fun of it. I was like, that's just stupid. Who cares about that? And, as I went through some trials and struggles in my own life, I started looking for answers. And, I first started with a mindset, right? How all these bad things can happen to you. You're either going into a storm, you're in a storm, or you're coming out of a storm. And as I read the Bible more, it matched with what that was also saying, right? Be joyful, give thanks, all those types of things. Then I went to the next step, which is manifestation. Manifestation is essentially the belief that you kind of create your own reality, that you determine what happens based on your beliefs. And most people continue to do their life in a repetition, every day doing the same thing, and they'll complain about it. but they won't do anything to get out of their current situation. Manifestation essentially tells you that you control your own destiny. You can choose to do whatever you want to do, with the right focus. So, I knew if you're going to be, so I guess here's the bottom line is, this is what I tell my team. Getting somebody into 7K is not our goal. Getting that person to believe in themselves is our goal. Because if someone just signs up for 7K and they don't believe in themselves, they're not going to have success. They're going to fail, then they're going to blame you, then they're going to blame 7K, and then they'll blame Donald Trump and the media and taxes, and they do everything. They blame people because they don't believe they're in control of their life. So that's what I try to teach my team to do, is to help the person, regardless of 7K, get their mindset right, get them to focus on helping other people. Once you get those two down, 7K is a no-brainer, and then they'll have success. So you want to help them with their mindset, uplift others, manifest what you want out of life, and then we're called the runners, our team name. That's where the momentum comes from. That's more my brother Ricardo Hamilton. He just spits fire, never stops, going 100 miles a minute all the time. And he was just the whole time, we just got to keep going, Mike. We just need more momentum. We just need to keep going. And so that's his addition to that mug. So mindset, uplift, manifest, momentum is where that comes from. We got a song too. I'll throw that in the chat too. So we're working on the music video. The rumor is I'm going to get Tony Hubbard in it with a big clock. So be looking for that.
Thank you, Mike.
Yes, definitely, and thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. It's very humbling and almost unfathomable to believe this has happened, but that's kind of what manifestation does, is you basically create you're the star of your own movie, and then you just play it out however you want. And so I guess that's what's happening here.
As Tony would say, you're an awesome servant leader. Have a blessed day.
I'll take that. Thank you, sir. Have a great night.
Okay, we have, thank you so much, Michael. Mike Thorpe. We have Michael Jensen now. I'm going to pull you over.